Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird in New York City, coming to you from St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3 in Chelsea. This is Robin Birdsong, who was St. Francis of Assisi. This is Father Tom, the Catholic priest who founded this residence named after St. Francis. This is when Father Tom was St. James the Greater, disciple of Jesus Christ. There is a trip tomorrow from St. Francis to Bear Mountain. This is a cover of a book about St. Francis. And the picture is the last time they went to Bear Mountain. And a couple of the people, Orlando, said he was Orville Wright. He said he's looking forward to going to St. Francis. And so did Raphael, who was Charlton Heston. He's looking forward to going to, not to St. Francis, to Bear Mountain, sorry. He's looking forward to going to Bear Mountain tomorrow. Okay. So we had writing group today, and this is a prompt she gave us to fill out, and I'll just read mine to you. It says, I am a human being that loves life, people, music, truth, superconsciousness. Looking at the sun, watching him dance and change colors and shapes for me. He is my father. I am the daughter of the sun, and when I look at him, this is what he does. I am a human being that doesn't like ingrates, ungrateful people, stingy people, and willfully ignorant people. I am a human being that wants to change the world, make earth heaven, because it's my mission. I am a human being that has the goal of making earth a physical heaven. I am a human being that used to be afraid of death, self, mind, until my guru Charan Singh asked me once, what is there to fear? Right? When you think about it, when you have the guru on your side, he's your guardian angel, you have nothing to fear because he's all powerful. Right? Son of the sun. The supreme being. I am a human being that is driven by a desire to bring heaven down to earth by answering the world's unanswered questions, by thinking them through for them. I am a human being that is inspired by babies, the possibility of marrying my very first true love. I'm inspired by my guru, Govinda Singh Ji, Jesus Christ, and the Buddha. I am a human being that gets angry when good people are lied upon and smeared, when I see the bad guy winning, although I know there is an excuse for everything. So there's no such thing as a bad guy. The first murder was committed by an ape. That's what apes do. He was just being himself, what he is. But at this level, it does seem that there are bad people. I know that. I'm a human being who notices every little thing. I'm a human being who has a habit of overworking and drinking caffeine. I am a human being that regrets nothing. I'm a human being who is happiest when my love sings to me, when I think of my guru, Govinda Singh Ji, when I think of having twins, when I think of I do what I consider a really good YouTube video, I'm happy. I'm happiest when I eat cold watermelon with salt and fruit snack candy. I am a human being that gets disappointed by somebody I liked who turns out to be a fool or an idiot. I'm a human being who wishes I could change the world tomorrow or soon thereafter. I'm a human being that believes in my guru, the greatest good, and the sun beyond the sky, the supreme being who has lighted the way for you and I for the past 13 billion years, I think. I'm a human being that would give of my knowledge as a daughter of the sun to the world so they could have peace of mind. I wrote time. Peace of mind for all time. I'm a human being that will one day see heaven existing on earth. Alright, so those were my answers. Orlando said, your answers make my answers seem like second grade. But I enjoyed his answers. I remember one thing he said was he's happy living in New York City. And I am happy living in New York City. Okay, this is something I wrote about Chris and Maria, couple at St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3. This is Chris, who was Satan, who was St. Bartholomew, Jesus Christ's disciple. And this is Maria, the group writing teacher, Russian-American teacher, who was Mary McLeod Bethune, an American educator who founded a college, I believe. It says, I saw Chris as I stood in line. Let's see, yeah, I'll leave it like that. I stood in line to get my meds and cash. Per Maria's intense suggestion yesterday at writing group, I thanked Chris for the table. This is the table. Can you see it? It's wonderful, the holes. I don't know how I ever did without her. He ordered those tables. It was his idea, Chris's idea. He accepted at first. Then he gave the spotlight to the guy who put up the tables. Chris asked me if I was going to Bear Mountain, a trip he had planned for us. I said, no, I don't like bears. He joked and said he was going to feed the doctor he'd been talking to the bears. When I got into the office, Maria asked me if I thanked Chris for the table. I said, yes. What did he say? She wanted to know. I also later took a picture of the table and wrote a little thank you note to Chris and attached the photograph to let him know how much I appreciated it. Okay, this is Bear Mountain. It's on everybody's mind. They're going tomorrow, October 24th. Today's October 23rd. So, she asked me what did he say. Maria wanted to know. He gave the credit to the guy who put up the tables. Just then, Chris stuck his head in the door. I said with my arms outstretched, pointing to the two of them in full hearing range of everybody, I think you two should go out. You make a nice couple. Maria didn't say no. She just said, he's married. I said, oh. As I was leaving, I heard somebody say, you didn't say happily. Chris said, what are you doing tonight, Maria? As I was riding up on the elevator, I thought to myself, you should be with the one you're happy with when you're with them. You should marry the one who completes you. All right. Now, let's see. Raphael, let me just say this morning at breakfast, I had breakfast with Pythagoras, Peter, and Eleanor Roosevelt, Judy Redinger. And Peter was talking about astrology and the elements and the cardinal signs and the mutable signs. And he wasn't wasn't Pythagoras a mathematician or something to do with the heavens? I don't know, but he's very, very interested in astrology, this life. And Maria's in the writing group, and she's interested in writing. And they have very interesting talks. They should get married. At breakfast, they talk to each other. Let's see. Chris had some little white things sticking out of his ears, and I said, "What's that sticking out of your ears?" And he said, "They're the new wireless earphones." I said, "Oh, all right. Keeping up with things, are you?" This is Gretel. Gretel took one look at my hair and said, "Oh, I love those curls. I wish I had them." Let's see if I can show you my curls. Can you see my curls? I washed my hair and put conditioner on it, but I didn't comb it. And so the curls formed on their own. She wants to be black. She was Little Black Sambo in the past life, and Ronald McDonald. This is Serena. I think of her when it's time to pull out the winter clothes, because she gave me a coat when I came here. I didn't have a coat. This is Carlos. Maybe I should show you the coat. It's so nice. It needs to be cleaned, but it costs a lot of money to have a coat cleaned. See, isn't that a nice coat? She gave that to me. It's very warm. I love it. I'm so grateful. I look at it like Baba G sent me a coat through Serena. This is Carlos. I think he married me one day. And he told the girl who works behind the counter to call me up and tell me I had mail because I had been looking for a check. And when it arrived, I needed it. And when it arrived, she called me up. He didn't even tell me that it was his idea for her to call me. He's a good-looking guy, Rod. People really like him. I was very grateful. This is Alex. Alex gives you a hug, and he always says, "Hello, Michelle, how you doing?" And he's very energetic. And I don't know why he's making that face. I guess he's just having fun. They're in the laundromat. Sheila takes us to the laundromat once a week and pays for us to wash our clothes. Last night, I smelled smoke, and I got dressed. I was going downstairs to tell the person who works behind the counter, and I saw Alex. And I said, "Alex, there's smoke on the third floor." He said, "I know there's going to be smoke throughout the building because Fernando put something in the trash and it caught fire. But he put it out, and so there's no danger." So that was good. I see this Tarek, my brother, Muslim Dinosaur Consciousness, has ideas for video games. This is Raphael. He wants very much. He was in the writing group, and he expressed it again today. He had told me before. He wants very much to learn all about construction, the plumbing, the electricity, and the carpentry of being a construction worker. And when I get the money, I'm going to send him to a construction working school. He was Charlton Heston in an earlier life. Let's see what else. This is Penn. She owed me $2, and she gave me a $5 bill and said, "Give me $3 back." And I said, "I don't have $3. And she said, "Well, give it back to me when you have it." And I was so grateful to have $5. Because add that to $1 that I have, I can get some vegetables from Subway. These are my husbands who work at Subway. This is Milan. And this is Rahul. Can you see him? They're both very good-looking husbands. And they're very sweet. When I go in there, they give me fresh vegetables. Cucumbers, avocado, green pepper, tomatoes, red onions. Did I name everything? I don't know. I think so. So it's so healthy. Alright. Let's see. This is Jonathan Livingston Seagull. When I went downstairs, I said, "Where's Jessica?" He's sitting in Jessica's chair doing her work. I said, "Where's Jessica?" I wanted her to put my earring in. So he said, "I never did that before." And I said, "You can do it. Just put this little part into the hole in my ear." So he goes, "Even my wife never had me do this." So he tried. I said, "You're going to have to grab hold of the lobe." Is that what it's called? The earlobe? The lobe. So he did, and he put the earring in. I was so happy. See it? See? I don't know what I'm filming. I just put the camera near it. And this is David Harbins. He brings me orange juice, and I give him a big thing of orange juice, and I'll give him $6. It was Zig Ziglar, and he's quite an astute reader of character. He was also the model for the David sculpture that Robin Birdsong did when she was Michelangelo. Let's see. Remember, I showed you a picture of Robin, because she was, let's see, can I find it? Because she was, here she is. Because she was St. Francis of Assisi. She's supposed to be the first black queen of England. She was Queen Victoria in past life. And her mother, Eve, was Elizabeth I queen, the Virgin Queen of England. Michael Rayker did his piece today in Writing Group, and he was talking about how happy he is when he eats food. And Maria said, "What kind of food?" This is Maria, the teacher. She said, "What kind of food?" And he said, "Well, like tripe." And she said, "What is that?" And she said, "I think it's stomach. They eat the organs." And I said, what kind of person thinks eating somebody's stomach is all right? That's puzzling. Who thinks a stomach is food? I found that puzzling. Okay. Oh, this is Milton, my father, from a previous life. He and I had a big discussion about the mob coming from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, coming to invade America, with MS-13 members snuck in, and people from Africa and Bangladesh snuck in as well. Okay, this is Mildred Songbird at St. Francis. Pray that they have a good trip to Bear Mountain tomorrow. Okay, October 24th, 2018. All right, we'll talk to you again soon. Ciao.